Hare Krishna. Hello friends, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Jitendra. I am preacher of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and today I am going to talk about Srimad Bhagavatam and the supreme teaching of Narad to Lord Sri Hari Vishnu. Narad Muni taught to Lord Sri Hari Vishnu. This is very interesting story and this is mentioned in 11th canto part 2 of Srimad Bhagavatam. And before I start my lecture, I would like to introduce Srimad Bhagavatam. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, most authentic source, and I would have to. This is the best version of Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a mention of all the stories about all the incarnation of Lord Sri Hari Vishnu. And in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, there is a mention of the supreme teaching of Lord Krishna in the battle of Mahabharata to Arjuna. So let's get into this particular. Narad conclude his teaching to Vasudev. Narad teaching to his teaching to Vasudev. King Nimi further inquired, "My dear Yogendra, all of you are most perfect in knowledge of science of self." Means we all have to get a knowledge about ourself, science of self realization. We just have to understand. Once we started to understand the science of self realization, once we started who we are and what is the goal of our life and what ought to do and what ought not to do, once we identify, we will surely reach to Supreme Personality Godhead without fail. And therefore kindly explain to me the destination of those who are the most part never worship the Supreme Personality Godhead. Means you are self realized soul. Here stated, here inquired, you are self realized soul Narad Muni, and now you are surely know about what will happen of those souls who are actually not worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, and who are unable to quench their material desire, and who are not in control of their own self. And what are those qualities of those people who are actually not in the control of their own self? Sri Samsa said, each of the four social order, there is a Varna system, social headed by the Brahmanas, was born through the different combination of the mode of the nature, from the face, arms, thighs, feet, and also Supreme Lord in his universal form. And thus the four spiritual orders are also generated. The four spiritual orders are generated. If any of the members of the four Varnas, four Astramas fail to worship or intentionally disrespect the Supreme Personality Godhead Lord Krishna, who is the source of all own creation, who is the soul of their source of their own creation, they will fail down their position into the hellier state of the life. Means there are four varnas: Brahmin, Vaishya, Kshatriya, and also Shudra. And these all, if they fail to worship the Supreme Personality Godhead, the creator of all the living beings, the source of the creation of each and every living entity, then the particular soul who has failed to worship the Supreme Personality Godhead Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, that particular soul will surely fall down in this material fall down in this particular hellish state of the life. Dure Hari Katha Kechid Dure Chutya Kritah Striya Sudra Te Nukamya Bhavadasam. Here there are many persons who are little opportunity to take a part in the discussion about the Supreme Personality Godhead Sri Hari. There are very little opportunity. Means in this material world there is a very little opportunity to take a part in the discussion of Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, and thus it is difficult for them to chant his infallible glories. It is very difficult in this Kali Yuga to chant the Lord Krishna's, Lord Sri Hari Vishnu's infallible glories. And persons such a woman, Sudras, and other fallen castes or classes always deserve the mercy of the great personalities like yourself. These all are equal from my eyesight, that all are equal from the eyesight of Lord Sri Hari Vishnu. On the other hand, Brahmanas, member of the royal order, the Vaishyas, even being allowed to approach the lotus field of Lord Sri Hari Vishnu. There is no discrimination. Brahmanas has the same right as the Vaishyas, and Vaishyas has the same right as the Sudras and also Kshatriyas. And by receiving the second birth of a Vedic initiation, can become a bewildered and adopt the various materialistic philosophies. Various materialistic philosophy. कर्मण्य गोविंदा स्तब्धा मूर्ख पंडित मानिनः वंदन्ति चाटुकान मृडः यह माधव्य गिरोत्सुका. Here stated, ignorant of the art of work, such arrogantly proud fools, enchanted and liven by the sweet word of the Vedas, and pose as learned authority and offer the flattering entries to the demigods, flattering the entries to the demigods. So we don't have to flatter to anyone. Lord Krishna knows the heart of each and every living entity, what are going on in our heart. Lord Krishna, Lord Sri Hari Vishnu knows everything. Due to the influence of the mode of passion, the materialistic followers of the Vedas become subject to violent desire and are excessively lusty, and their anger is like that of snake, and deceitful, overly proud and sinful in their behavior. They mock the devotee who are dear to Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, Lord Krishna. The materialistic followers of the Vedic rituals, giving up the worship of the Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, and instead practically worship their own wives. Actually, we have to worship to Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, Lord Krishna, Lord Madhusudana, Lord Mukunda, Lord Madhava, Lord Mukunda, Lord Murari. We have to worship because He is there and He is omnipotent as well as omnipresent. So we all have to worship to Lord Sri Hari Vishnu. And we don't have to dedicate ourselves to the sex life. Such a materialistic householders encourage one another in such a whimsical behavior. We don't have to behave like a whimsical. We don't have to attach with the sex life and all things. We just have to indulge ourselves in sexual life or sexual intercourse for the producing of kids only. That particular purpose, rather than enjoying the material things or material life. And understanding the ritualistic sacrifice as a necessary item for bodily maintenance, and they perform the unauthorized ceremonies in which there is no distribution of the foodstuff or charity to the Brahmanas. And other respectable persons. Instead, they cruelly slaughter animals such as a god without any understanding of the dark consequences of their activities. That kind of person is known as an ignorant person. Ignorant person is only indulge him or herself in sexual lives and sexual desire. They are very lusty. They are proudly arrogant people. They are actually proudly foolish. They are actually proud on their own self. Whatever actually they haven't did, the particular person, they wanted to take a credit of the particular action or particular work. The intelligence of cruel-minded person is blinded by false pride. The intelligence of cruel-minded person, the intelligence of the evil person is blinded by false ego or false pride based on the great wealth, affluence, prestigious family connection, education, renunciation, personal beauty, physical strength, and successful performance of the Vedic rituals. If we are worshipping to the Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, we are trying to identify how we have performed. We have to perform in proper manner, but whether we don't have to acquire, we don't have to expect any result from the particular worship. But the cruel-minded person always expecting to get something by Vedic rituals. They are actually pride, false pride based on, they are actually having a false pride based on the great wealth, opulence, prestigious family, prestigious family connection. I am having connection with prime minister, I am having connection with home secretary, I am having connection with a royal family. I know the people who are actually living in Canada, who are living in UK and many other state or many other country. So these kind of the people are only known as a cruel minded blind people. Blindly, they are blind by false pride based on wealth, opulence, prestigious family connection, education. I am highly qualified person. People are thinking like that. However, I am having many degrees, I have done many courses, but I am not thinking that I have done something. Actually, I have dedicated this all the courses, all the degrees to my Lord Sri Hari Vishnu. So I am not having any kind of pride feeling, because I am not doer of anything. I have only done because of Lord Sri Hari Vishnu's grace, because of Lord Krishna's grace. Otherwise I am not able to do anything. And the person who is always looking for personal beauty, how I am looking, how my body is looking, I have to do something to glow my beauty. So these all things are actually covered, or these all are quality of the cruel minded person. And physical strength, successful performance of the Vedic rituals, and being intoxicated with this false pride, such a cruel person blasphemes the Supreme Personality with Godhead and also his devotee. And that person, this is the most sinful activities. The particular person is cruel minded person and he is blind by false ego and false pride. That person is blasphemy of the Supreme Personality Godhead, Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, Lord Krishna, and also his devotee. And Personality Godhead. So here Narad Muni stated about the actual characteristics of the Lord Sri Hari Vishnu. The Personality of Godhead is eternally situated with the heart of each and every embodied soul. And still the Lord remains the situated part, just as a sky, which all pervading, doesn't mix with any material object. Sky is all pervading but doesn't mix with any material object. So Lord Krishna, Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, the Supreme Personality Godhead, is something like a sky, and he is all pervading but not mixed with any material things. And thus the Lord is the supreme worshipable object and absolute control of everything, and he is elaborately glorified in Vedic literature. Lord Sri Hari Vishnu is elaborately glorified with Vedic literature, but those who bereft of intelligence don't like to hear about him. They prefer to waste their time discussing their own mental concoction, and which inevitably deal with the gross material sense of gratification, such as a sex life and also meat eating. Sex life as well as the meat eating. Meat eating is a crime, but there is a purpose behind that. If there is a purpose, proper purpose, but in Vedas and literature, to eating a meat and all things, that is a sinful activities. We don't have to eat a meat and all, but there is some purpose, and behind there is some purpose or objective, then it has allowed. In this material world, the conditioned soul is always inclined to the sex, meat eating and intoxication. Therefore, religious sculpture never actually encourages such activities. Although the sculptural injunction provide for the sex through the sacred marriage, for meat eating through the sacrificial offering. Here, Vedic literature, Vedic sculpture injunction provide. How would we have to eat meat? We have to eat a meat by sacrificial offering, religious sacrificial offering, and we have to indulge ourselves in sexual life through the sacred marriage, and for meat eating through the sacrificial offering, and for intoxication through the acceptance of the ritual cups of wine. And such ceremonies are meet for ultimate purpose of the renunciation. The ultimate purpose of the renunciation. The only proper fruit of acquired wealth is religiosity. Only proper fruit of acquired wealth is religiosity, on the basis of which one can acquire a philosophical understanding of life that eventually mature. This direct perception of absolute truth, that is a direct perception of absolute truth, and thus the liberation for all the suffering. And materialistic person, however, utilize their wealth simply for advancement of their family situation. Materialistic person always thinking about the advancement of their family situation. What I have to do to give something better life for my family, to give something better life and prosperity to my family, my kids, and also my wife. This is the quality of materialistic person, and they fail to see that the insurmountable death will soon destroy the frail of material body. According to the Vedic injunction, when wine is offered to the sacrificial ceremony, it is a latter to be consumed by smelling and not by drinking. Wine is consumed by smelling, not by drinking. Here Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, here Narad Muni here stated to Lord Sri Hari Vishnu about all the glories and all things. He stated about to Vasudev, teachings to Vasudev. Here, as per Vedic injunction, wine is offered to sacrificial ceremony. It is a latter to be consumed by smelling, not by drinking. Similarly, sacrificial offering of the animal is permitted, but there is no provision of wide-scale animal slaughter. And religious sex life is also permitted, but only in a marriage for begetting children. Marriage for begetting children, not for sensuous exploitation of the body. Not for sensuous exploitation of the body. Not for sexual life is not for sensual exploitation of the body. Unfortunately, however, the less intelligent materialistic cannot understand that their duty in their life should be performed purely on the spiritual platform. Purely on the spiritual platform. Those sinful persons who are ignorant of actual religious principle and to consider themselves to be completely pious without a computation commit violence against the innocent animal who are fully trusted in them. In their next lives, such a sinful person will be eaten by same creatures they have killed in this world. So karma is there. If I have killed some animal in this birth, then I will be killed by the particular that animal in my next birth. The conditioned soul become completely bound in the affection to their own crops like a material body and their relatives and paraphernalia. In such a proud and foolish condition, the conditioned soul envy other living entities such as a Supreme Personality of Godhead and Lord Sri Hari Vishnu who reside in the heart of all beings. Thus enviously offending others, the conditioned souls gradually fall down into the hell. Those who haven't achieved knowledge of absolute truth yet are still beyond the darkness of the complete ignorance, and generally follow the threefold path of the pious of the material life, and namely religiosity and economic development and sense of gratification. Now, having a time to reflect on any having purpose, they become the killer of their own soul. The ignorant people, the people who are in dark mode, they are actually killer of their own soul. The killer of the soul are never peaceful. Are never peaceful because they consider that human intelligence is ultimately mean for expanding the material life. Our intelligence is meant for expanding the material life. Thus, the neglecting their real spiritual duties, they are always in distress. Whenever we are neglecting our real duty, actually we all are in distress, and because we have already neglected our spiritual duties, and they are filled with great hopes and dreams, but unfortunately they are always destroyed by inevitable march of the time. And those who have turned away from the Supreme Lord Vasudev, being under the spell of Lord's illusory energy, are eventually forced to give up their so-called homes, children, friends, wives, lovers, which were all created by illusory potency of the Supreme Lord, and entered against their will not darkest regions of the universe. King Nimi inquired, in what color and forms does the Supreme Personality Godhead appear in each of the different age? With what names and what type of regulative principle is the Lord worshipped in the human society? So Sri Kara Vajana replied, in each of the 4 yugas and ages, means Krata, Treta, Dwapar and Kali Yuga, Lord Kesava appears with various complexions, names and forms, is thus worshipped by various process. In Satyuga, Lord is white and four-armed and has matted looks and also wear a garment of 3 bark, and he carries a black deer skin and sacred thread and prayer beads and also rod and also water pot of brahmachari. People in Satyuga are peacefully non-envious, friendly to every creature and steady in all the situation. They worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead by austere meditation and also by eternal and external sense of control. In Satyuga, the Lord is glorified by the names Hamsa, Swarpana, Vaikuntha, Dharma, Yogeswara, Amla, Iswara, Purusha, Avyakta and also Paramatma. The Treta Yuga, Lord appears with the red complications. He has 4 arms, golden hair, wears a triple belt and also representing the initiation into each of their 3 Vedas and embodying of the knowledge of the worship by sacrificial performance, which is contained by the Rig, Sam, Yajur Veda, and his symbols are ladle, spoon and also other implement of sacrifice. In Treta Yuga, those who members of the human society who are fixed in the religiosity and also are sincerely interested in achieving the absolute truth worship Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, who contain within himself of all the demigods. The Lord is worshipped by rituals of sacrifice taught the 3 Vedas. Then Treta Yuga, Lord is glorified by the names Vishnu, Yajna, Parsnigraha, Sarvadeva, Urukarma, Vrakshakapi, Chayanta and also Urugya. And in Dwapar Yuga, the Supreme Personality Godhead appears with a dark blue color complication, wearing yellow garment, and Lord's transcendental body is marked in this incarnation with Sri Vasta and other distinction ornament and also manifest his personal weapons. My dear kings, Dwapar Yuga, men who desire to know the Supreme Personality Godhead, who is the supreme enjoyer, who worship him in the mood of honoring a great king, following the prescription of both the Vedas and Tantras. Namastaste Vasudevaya Namaha, Shankaracharya Namaha, Padmanabam Anirudhaya Namaha, Tyabda Bhagavate Namaha, नारायण ऋषे पुरुषाय महात्माने विश्वेश्वराय विश्वासाय सर्वभूतात्माने नमः. Here, obeisance to you, Supreme Personality of God, Lord Sri Hari Vishnu Vasudev, and your forms of Sankarsana, Pradyumna, Anirudh, the Supreme Personality Godhead, of all obeisance unto you, O Lord Narayan Rishi, O Creator of all universe, based of the personality, master of this cosmos and original form of your universe, O supreme super soul of all created entities, all homage unto you. I am bowing my head before you, Vasudev. You are the Supreme Personality Godhead in Dwapar Yuga. And Dwapar Yuga glorifies the Lord of the universe. Kali Yuga also people worship the Supreme Personality Godhead by following various regulations of the revealed sculpture. Now kindly hear of this from me. Krishna Varna Trivrikshakam Sangopagastana Prasadam Yajna Sankritana प्रहि yajanti ye sumedasa. In the age of Kali Yuga, intelligent person perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead who constantly sings the name of Krishna. Although his complication is not blackish, he is a Krishna himself, and he accomplished by his all the associate servant weapons and confidential companies. My dear Lord, you are a Mahapurusha, the Supreme Personality of God. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, Lord Krishna. I worship your lotus feet, which are the only eternal object of meditation. And those feet destroy the embracing the condition of material life and freely avoid the greatest desire of the soul and attainment of the pure love of Godhead. My dear Lord, your lotus feet are the shelter of all the holy places and all the saintly authorities in the line of devotional services, and are honored by powerful demigods like Lord Shiva. Powerful demigod, here Lord Shiva is considered as a demigod, powerful demigod, Lord Shiva. And Lord Brahma, my Lord, you are so kind that you willingly protect all those who simply bow down to you with respect, and thus you merciful relieve all the distress of your servant. In the conclusion, my Lord, your lotus feet are actually the suitable boat for crossing over the ocean of the birth and death. Therefore, even Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva seek the shelter at your lotus feet. Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva both are taking a shelter in your lotus feet, Lord Sri Hari Vishnu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So this is the glory of Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, Lord Krishna. This is a supreme teaching to Vasudeva by Muni, the says Narad. So this is all about Srimad Bhagavatam. I hope you all can understand. If you are having any questions, any doubt, then please kindly put a comment. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe.